The whole pregnancy was completely normal as anyone would expect. All of a sudden, a week before Waylon was born, I just felt like something was wrong. I actually made a doctor's appointment earlier the week before he was born, and he told me that everything was fine and I was just being a nervous first-time mom. I called my doctor on his cell and I told him what I was experiencing, and he told me that I could go to the hospital. I was in the hospital and for most of the morning and early afternoon.
They said everything's normal, go on home. And so we went home. Danielle had a bunch of issues that night and was up all night having pains.
That was one of the worst nights of my life because I was just in excruciating pain. I felt like I was going to have Waylon on our living room floor. So went back to the hospital, and the nurse who checked me ran out and said, "We need to call the doctor, call Wesley, we're having a baby right now."
They had her up in a bed, and said that she was delivering Waylon that day.
So I had to hold him for 5 hours until Wesley could get to Dodge City to deliver him. They told us that he probably wasn't going to make it. And it was actually our pediatrician when he got there that said, "We're calling Wesley, that we're going to give him the best chance that we possibly can."
The doctor told us the day before he could go home, come back when he's 32 weeks. If you have him today, he's not going to survive. And there we are the next day in the hospital delivering him. So we had no hope really that he was going to make it.
Waylon was born 24 weeks on the day, and he was born 1 pound 9 ounces and 12 inches long. I could hold him in the palm of my hand. They had to wait to get him stabilized before they could fly him. Cody and I weren't able to go with him. Right after I was able to walk or take a step, we bolted out the door and went straight to Wesley. It's hard to stay positive, when you're told that there's a small chance of survival. I didn't ever think that anything like this would happen to me. I didn't know whether or not he was gonna be there when I got there. So just a lot of scary thoughts running through my head.
The first time we saw him, went to the NICU, we could touch him, and his hand, he would grab your finger, but his hand was the size of your fingernail.
All I could think of was, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Where am I going to stay? And the nursing staff was super reassuring, and that everything was gonna be okay. And so that's how we found out about the Ronald McDonald House. When we first were going to go to the Ronald McDonald House, I wasn't really sure what to expect. I was just assuming having maybe hopefully a bed or somewhere to sleep at night. It was just beautiful. I just instantly felt relieved.
We were really surprised on how nice it was. It's like a fancy motel room or a nice apartment. It was just like being able to have a home away from home.
Without them, I don't honestly know what we would have done. They gave me a safe, comforting place to stay and live for the almost 4 months that we were there. I was able to be super close to Waylon and be there to help take care of him, essentially. So we stayed at the Ronald McDonald House for 112 nights, so nearly 4 months. Waylon went home on his due date, which was June 4th, so we were there for 112 nights. So Waylon's doing amazing. He is 16 months. He's learning how to kind of walk right now, so that's super exciting. We actually just had all of his checkups, a year later. We got the thumbs up from everyone that he's doing great. So they told us he's a normal, healthy 1-year-old boy. The Ronald McDonald House was like a light in a storm. It's one of the greatest helping hands for so many families that, like us, are scared and not really sure what to do or what's going to happen. So I really just think it's so important for people to give back to the organization that helps so many families. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts to everyone, to the Ronald McDonald House, the staff, the volunteers, literally just everyone who made this happen for us. We honestly could not do it without you, so thank you.